Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Kendrick Lamar reaction video. We're continuing our journey into Damn. It's pretty cool that now we do these album reactions where we put more songs into these reactions. It literally means on Wednesday, we finish this album. Like, literally within a week, Wednesday to Wednesday, we finish this album. It's freaking awesome. The opening to this album has already showcased how different it kind of feels from the previous two that we have done a full reaction to. Already, this one feels much more like Kendrick talking to himself, like working with his inner mind and what he's going through, and much more of like a therapeutic session for Kendrick. That's what I'm feeling, like him venting and him also just looking in the mirror and looking at himself. That's what this feels like. It feels much more of a personal album to Kendrick. A lot of you are really excited for some other album reactions in the future as well. I'm really excited to check these ones out. We've got Loyalty first, and that's a lot of people have told me this is their favorite track on the entire album, so I'm excited to jump straight into this one. So I'm just gonna stop talking. Press that like button, press that subscribe button, and let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Kendrick Lamar's Damn Part 2. Is this the one that features Rihanna? One of them does, right? I saw her name on it. Oh yeah, this is... I was about to make a joke. I was gonna say, oh yeah, this is Rihanna. I recognize her voice, but then we went straight into it. Let me rewind.
I said I'm geek and I'm fired up. All I want tonight is just get higher. Girl, you look so good, it's to die for. Ooh, that pussy good, it's to die for.
It's a secret society. All we ask is try. All we got is love. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.
The instrumental on this track is so bizarre. It almost feels like it's been like rewound or something. It's got like an interesting sort of style to it. The opening is kind of like haunting. The opening right now for me feels like I'm sitting in a room with a bunch of other people and we're trying to connect to the dead. And we got like a box in front of us and the voices are like, you know, like when you watch a horror movie, they're like echoing through. That's what this feels like.
Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.
Coming in and out.
Kung Fu Kenny now. My resume is real enough for 2 millenniums. A better way to make a way, start defending them. I meditate and moderate all of my wins again. I'm hanging on the fence again. I'm always on your mind. I put my lyric and my lifeline on the line. And ain't no limit when I might shine, might grind. You rolling with it at the right time, right now. Only for the dollar sign.
Bad girl, leave it now. Swear, 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 leave it now. On your pulse, I can see the end. Gas on the bitch like it's premium. Hard ass on the bitch, all in the fast lane. Been a bad bitch with before and the cash came. I'm established, 100 carats on my name, run the atlas. I'm a natural, I'm a ray.
I'm a savage, I'm a...
What the fuck? I've never heard Rihanna like this. Granted, I don't know Rihanna that well. To be honest, a lot of Rihanna's songs I know are through her covers. She does a lot of covers. She's done a lot of like songs and live performances with artists that I do know. My word, man. She is fucking fantastic. She is amazing. She is one hell of a rapper.
I'm a natural, I'm a ray.
I'm a savage, I'm an asshole, I'm a king. Shimmy ya, shimmy ya, shimmy ya, right. You can tell your nigga he can meet me outside. You can babysit him when I leave him outside. Ain't no other love like the one I know. I done been down so long, lost so. I done came down so hard, I slow. Honesty forever, all a real nigga won't.
I said I'm geek and I'm fired up.
Kendrick's tone on this one is interesting. I'm trying to work out whether or not I'm vibing with it or not. He just seems so chill. He seems so chilled that it honestly feels like Kendrick was sleeping and they were like, yo, bro, you got to record Loyalty. And he just like rolled over and was like, give me the mic. And just like half asleep, just like, just like went into the microphone. That's how damn calm he's coming across on this track. So different hearing him like this, like on another level of chill.
Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty.
Oh, I do like that drop though.
10-4, no switching sides. Feel something wrong. You acting shifty, you don't vibe with me no more.
I like this. I like this. No switching sides for something wrong. You acting swifty. You don't vibe with me no more. We're talking about loyalty here. Loyalty. 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 3 times. Yeah.
You acting shifty, you don't vibe with me no more. I need loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.
Alright, I'm really liking the latter part of this song a lot. I'm feeling that energy.
Tell me who you're loyal to. Is it money, is it fame, is it weed, is it drink? Is it coming down with the loud pipes in the rain? Big chillin' only for the power in your name. Tell me who you're loyal to.
Fuck, man, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about this whole time with Rihanna on the track. I presumed that this was a relationship-based song. And I think at its core it is. But also it isn't. Him right now saying, tell me who you're loyal to, and then talking about, like, is it money, is it power, like, is it fame? Like, what are these things that you're loyal to? Are you going to be loyal to me, or are you loyal to something else? I didn't even fucking think about the idea of this song possibly talking about loyalty to different aspects outside of a relationship.
Pipes in the rain, big chillin' only for the power in your name. Tell me who you're loyal to. Is it love for the streets when the lights get dark? Is it unconditional when the Rari don't start? Tell me when your loyalty is coming from the heart.
Tell me who you're loyal to. Do it start with your woman or your man? Do it end with your family and friends? Or your loyalty is self in defense? I said, tell me who you're loyal to. Is it anybody that you would lie for? Anybody you would slide for? Anybody you would die for?
That's what God
I said I'm geek and I'm fired up.
Was Rihanna's line there, is there anyone that you're alive for? I fucking love that. You hear so many people saying, like, I would die for you, I would kill for you. And I know it's like a bit of a meme at this point, especially with the Suicide Squad movie. But living for someone, like being alive and living for someone, even though you could see that as like a pressure sort of thing, you know, like, I'm only alive for you. That's not what I mean. I literally mean giving your life for someone. All right? And the best way I can describe this is how I feel as a dad towards my kids, right? I'm living for them. I work for them. Like, it's for them. That's what I mean when I say who you're living for. Not I'm literally alive right now for them. You know, if they weren't here, I wouldn't be here. That's not what I mean. I'm not saying that it's true, but that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm living my life for their life.
All I want to
And I like that. I prefer that saying.
Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty.
I like the idea of just getting to the core of it, though.
No switching sides, feel something wrong. You acting shifty, you don't vibe with me no more. I need loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.
Man, Rihanna sits so well on this track with Kendrick. Fucking hell, they are a pair to be reckoned with. Jesus Christ.
It's so hard to be humble. It's so hard to be. Lord knows I'm trying. Lord knows I'm trying, baby.
This is something else, man. This is something else. This is something fucking else. This is something else. That blew my fucking mind, man. I'm not even joking. Like, for the first part of this song, I was enjoying it. I wasn't 100%, this is the truth, I wasn't 100% vibing with Kendrick's tone straight away. I liked the song, I was enjoying it, but I wasn't in love with it as much as I thought I was gonna be. And then, after the first chorus, and after I started listening to the lyrics a little bit more, taking them in a little bit more, and I understand that the song isn't just about a relationship, it's not about the loyalty in a relationship, although there are parts that are. It is about getting to the core and the base of who you're loyal to. And considering if we're talking about the theme of this album where it feels like Kendrick talking to himself, I imagine this is Kendrick trying to understand who he himself is loyal to, where do his loyalties lies, as well as the other people around him, right? Who are they loyal to? What is at their core? What do they want? And is it a bad thing? Are they loyal to the money? Are they loyal to the fame? Is that what drives them and everything else comes second to that? Or are they loyal to their family, their friends, their partner, their other half, their fans even, which I guess would be another amazing thing to be loyal to, right? I do this for my people. And that is where everything shifted for me, and everything started clicking a little bit better. And then Rihanna's rap verse was fucking amazing. And then Kendrick's tone coming in with Rihanna when they're like rolling over each other was fantastic as well. And I just found myself getting swept away with the energy of this one. Where I wasn't sure if I was going to vibe with it, I ended up fucking loving it. What an incredible track. I've never even heard Rihanna like that before. My word, man. Rihanna cooked. Rihanna sounded so good. And her and Kendrick on this, match made in heaven vocally. Their flows and energy, that chilled vibe that they gave to this, their lyrics as well, could not have sat together more perfectly, man. What a fucking brilliant track. My word. That one grew on me. With most Kendrick tracks, I either like click with them straight away and sort of understand. But that one grew on me. That one grew on me. That one was a real nice one. All right, we got Pride next.
Love's gonna get you killed. pride's gonna be the death of you and you and me and you and you and you and me and you.
I always say, by the way, and a lot of people disagree with me on this, it's just my opinion. I always say that I think pride is one of the worst emotions. I do. I think pride is fucking terrible most of the time. I think there's moments where it can be good, but I think 90% of the time it is pride that is the downfall of so many people. It is being too proud, too prideful to admit you're wrong and to like just take responsibility. And I think pride gets in the way of that a lot. And I've seen it with a lot of relatives, and it's sad to say. You gotta learn to let it go sometimes. Oh shit, man. What the hell? Got favorite potential already.
Hell raising, well chasing, new worldly possessions. Flesh making, spirit breaking, which one would you listen?
The better part, the human heart, you love them or dissect them.
Happiness or flashiness, how do you serve the question? See, in the perfect world I would.
It's interesting what he's done with his vocals here. The way the sort of pitch has been raised and lowered to change his tone. This is something fucking great. This is good. The opening is mellow and chilled. The sort of way we have that like first 20 seconds with like that like echo that then fades, almost like an echo in a cave, and then the song picks itself back up is just brilliant. And I love the energy. I love this instrumental, man.
Happiness or flashiness, how do you serve
I like
the
this one
question?
a lot.
See, in the perfect world I would be perfect world.
I don't trust people enough beyond their surface world.
In a
I
perfect
don't
world, I
love
would be
people
perfect.
enough to
world.
put my faith in man.
I put my faith in these lyrics, hoping I make a band. I understand I ain't perfect, I probably won't come around.
This time I might put you down. Last time I ain't give a fuck.
I still feel the same now. My feelings might go numb. You're dealing with cold thumb.
I'm willing to give up a leg and arm to show empathy from.
Lady parties and functions are you and yours. A perfect world, you probably live another 24.
I can't fake humble just cause your ass is insecure. I can't fake humble just cause your ass is insecure.
It's interesting because this whole album concept for me, I might be wrong, but for me, I just feel like it's Kendrick talking to himself. So every time I'm listening to these songs, I always wonder if that's what this is addressed to. And him talking about the insecurities, again, I wonder if that's him. I'm surprised because Kendrick comes across like such a emotionally strong person, right? A lot of the time, especially in his live performances. There's something about him that gives off that energy. And yet when you go into his music, when you go into his lyrics, I don't know if I've ever reacted to a rapper who has been so unbelievably open with their own mental struggles and their own inner demons and battles. Like, Kendrick is an open fucking book. So with most other artists, if I was listening to him and wondering if he's talking about insecurities, I would assume he's not talking about himself. But with Kendrick, he absolutely could.
Secure. I can't fake humble just cause your ass is insecure.
That like fade in. That fade in is what we saw on the last track, Loyalty, as well. And for me, it's the same energy again. It feels like I'm literally contacting the dead man. I feel like I'm like that, hello! And it's like, hey, I'm on the other side. And I'm like, shit, man, there's ghosts in this room. That's what listening to this album feels like. This whole album feels like I'm listening to it through a spirit box. I've tuned into the dead, and I'm like, fuck me, they got some crazy music over here. Who is the singer?
Perfect world, I probably won't be insensitive. Cold as December, but never remember what winter did. I I wouldn't blame you for mistakes I made or the bed I laid. Seems like I point the finger just to make a point nowadays.
It definitely feels like he's talking to someone. He's talked about insecurities. He's saying, I wouldn't blame you for the mistakes I made. But again, I can't tell if this is someone in his life he's talking to or if he's just talking to himself and blaming himself. And that's what this is supposed to be about. That shift up there, where the instrumental just took over from Kendrick's vocals and let him take a breather, was absolutely beautiful. It was stunning. It sucked me straight back into the vibe of the song. I found myself getting swept away with it. This one has such a good feel to it. Such a nice energy. This whole album, I swear I've said this about every album, but this whole album, it feels like his calmest one yet. His most chilled, his most like vibe of an album yet. And I'm getting lost in every track. And I feel like every track is more calming than the last, which again, like I've said before, it's crazy when you think about that this is a man venting to us, and he's doing it in the most chilled way possible.
1,000 cold stairs, the temperature goes there. Indigenous disposition, feel like we belong here. I know the walls, they can listen, I wish they could talk back. The hurt becomes repetition, the love almost lost that. Sick venom in men and women overcome with pride. A perfect world is never perfect, only filled with lies. Promises are broken and more resentment come alive. Race barriers make inferior you and I. See, in a perfect world, I choose faith over riches. I'll choose work over bitches. I'll make schools out of prison. I'll take all the religions and put them all in one service, just to tell them we ain't shit, but he's been perfect, world.
I like how Kendrick paints a picture of what he deems a perfect world. And in his eyes, a perfect world is a world without borders. And not so much continental borders, but borders between people. Borders between races, borders between religions. And he literally says, I take everybody, put them all in a room together. Every religion, every person. I cut down all these borders, and that's what it would be like. Which is funny because that's what you imagine a perfect world would be like. But it's nice just hearing it, isn't it? From anybody, you know? And it's just like Kendrick just painting his idea. Nothing's perfect. I'm trying to tie in what this has to do with pride. Maybe the whole point is that it's the pride of people, powerful people, that stop this perfect world. We're talking about someone not being perfect, someone making mistakes, someone wishing that they were perfect and saying, if this was a perfect world, I would be like this, you would be like this, we would be like this, you know? And maybe it's pride that is stopping that perfection. And that's why the song is titled Pride, and that's why we're talking about perfection. Because to get to perfection, we need to shelve our pride. Maybe it's that. Oh, shit, man. That part hits so good. Oh, Jesus. My favorite part, man. That part makes me want to take this chair and, if I knew how, make the back go all the way down. Just lie down and stare at the fucking ceiling. That's what that part immediately does to me. I feel completely unplugged, completely relaxed. I want to lie down and stare at the damn ceiling. Like, that part hits so good. I don't know. It reminds me of some of the songs that were used. I don't know if anyone's going to get this. Some of the songs that were used in the game Death Stranding. They had a band called Low Roar that did the soundtrack for that game. And that band, they like would play songs at moments in the game where they were like moments of contemplation, right? This is something that, despite their controversy as well, and they got a lot of controversy, Limp Bizkit used to do on their early albums as well. And it's something that a bunch of other artists have done too, but these are the only references I can think of in my head. And it is basically moments of contemplation, right? It is the down points in the album where you just sit back and relax, percolate everything you've heard, and just stew on it, right? And that's what Pride felt like, especially at those moments. It felt like Kendrick was painting this picture of a perfect world, right? And he was saying that the world ain't this because of all of this. And if it was this, we wouldn't be all of this. And that's what it felt like. And in those moments, we're there imagining it with him, being taken away on this journey, wondering and questioning why it isn't that way. and we're just lying back and we're just imagining it and we're being swept away with it and we're thinking about it and we're being lost with it as we're just taken away by this music. And with those dropped moments there, again, it reminded me of, like I said, that game where something bad would happen in the game and then there'd be these moments of calm after or before another storm and the music would just pick up and you're just there. Red Dead Redemption did it, right? When you come off of the island in Red Dead Redemption, you're riding your horse when you finally made it back. I'm not going to do any spoilers in case you haven't played the game, Red Dead Redemption 2. And a song plays, right? I can't remember what it was called. Unfaithful or something like that. Really good song. And that song like plays. Unshaken. It was Unshaken. And that's what it feels like. That's what this song felt like, especially those moments. That calm before or calm after the storm. That's what that felt like. Beautifully well done. And it made me wonder and contemplate if the song is titled Pride because it is the pride of the people in power. It is pride of people that stops us achieving those goals. It is pride that does it. Which I've always said, I think pride is a shit emotion. It's a shit feeling. And whenever I can, I always try to make sure it doesn't control any decisions I ever make, man. All right, next one. Humble. Now, Humble, we have heard.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. Parmesan with my accountant lips. In fact, I'm down in this. You say with my boo babe tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst. Girl, I can buy your Westie world with my base stuff. Ooh, that pussy.
Do you know what's really cool about Humble? This is the first song I ever heard by Kendrick Lamar. It is his biggest song on his channel. We are coming back and listening to it now after having done a bunch of live performances, a bunch of music videos, freaking album breakdowns, 2 album reviews, and here we are again. Feels good.
Once you sit it on my taste buds, I get way too petty once you let me do the extras. Pull up on your block and break it down. We playing Tetris. AM to the PM, PM to the AM phone. Piss out your per diem. You just gotta hate them phone.
I'd listening to this a second time. 1 makes me appreciate the piano beat even more, and 2 makes me fucking love his flow on this one.
If I quit your BM, I still rock Mercedes funk. If I quit this season, I still be the greatest funk. My left stroke just went viral. Right stroke put a baby in a spiral. Soprano C, we like to keep it on the high note. It's levels to it, you and I know. Bitch, be humble. Hold up, bitch. Sit down. Hold up, be humble. Hold up, bitch. Sit down. Be humble.
I like that when he basically just says there's levels to it, bitch, be humble. Basically just like putting someone in their place, maybe. Someone like is like flowing away thinking that they're the shit, they're amazing. Maybe they're treating people a bit like disgustingly, you know. They're like, look how amazing I am. I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you. And then Kendrick just walks in and goes, look at everything I've done, you know. And he's basically talking like, I did this, it went viral. I'm doing this, it's going viral. I'm doing all this stuff. Look how fucking big I am. And you're acting like that? Do you see me acting like that? No, I'm not acting like that. But you are acting like that and you're not on my level. There's levels to this. So sit down and be humble.
Bitch, sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
That's what it feels like.
Be humble.
Putting people in their place, saying I ain't acting like that. You don't act like
Sit
that.
down. Be humble. Bitch, sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Who that nigga thinking that he frontin' on that man? Get the fuck off my stage. I'm the same man.
It's actually interesting listening to this song a second time because that whole side of it, I didn't even pick up on the first listen through, right? Because I assumed and listened and picked up on Kendrick basically talking about how he is humble, how his life has changed, how he's got all this money, but he still does all the same things he used to. Maybe wears the same clothes, eats the same sandwich, drives the same car, goes down the same places, goes out to the same restaurants for food, right? He's the same guy, still appreciates the same thing. He's humble in his wealth. He's humble in his status, right? And that was something we picked up on the first listen. However, the thing I didn't pick up on was him saying this to someone else. That part I completely missed. And I don't know, again, whether this is him talking to a version of himself, like a version of himself that may be getting a big head, and he's basically saying, like, what are you doing? Chill. But I don't think it is in this regard. I could be wrong. For me, it feels like he's, like, talking about anyone else who is in this scene or industry, same as him, who is maybe floating off with it, acting like they're the shit, maybe like being rude, being like all materialistic and just being a total dickhead. And Kendrick basically just walked into the room and said like, look at all of my accolades. Look at all of these awards. Look at this shit, right? And then look at you. You are nowhere near this. And I'm humble, right? Like, again, I'm trying to like word it here, but like, there, I kind of tripping over my own tongue. Basically saying like, if I'm doing all this shit, and I've achieved all of this, and I am not acting like you are acting, then maybe you need to look at yourself. If I'm being humble and I'm being respectful, then you should be the same. That whole part, I didn't pick up on the
Fuck
verses.
off my dick, that ain't right. I make a play, fucking up your whole life. I'm so fucking sick and tired of the Photoshop. Show me something natural like Afro with your pride. Show me something natural like ass with some stretch marks. Still take you down right on your mama couch in polo sock. Hey, this shit way too crazy. Hey, you do not amaze me. Hey, I blew cool from ACA. Obama just paged me. Hey, I don't
God, the flow is so good. I feel cool from AC, and I love that natural line. I pointed that out before, and I love that.
amaze me. Hey, I blew cool from ACA. Obama just paged me. Hey, I don't fabricate it. Hey, most of y'all be faking. Hey, I stay modest about it. Hey, she elaborated. Hey, this that great poop on that AV on that TED talk. Hey, watch my soul speak. You let the meds talk.
Oh,
Ay,
this
if I
guy,
kill
man.
a nigga, it won't be the alcohol. Hey, I'm the realest nigga after all. Bitch, be humble.
It's actually interesting hearing him talk about how he doesn't fabricate it, how he does everything genuine, does everything real. And then we go back to the beef, and we see the opposite of someone who does fabricate it, who does do something. And what happens when someone who builds a house of lies goes against someone who's never said one? What happens? Well, we saw what the fuck happens.
Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Bitch, sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
God, man, there's no surprise this song became as big as it did,
Be
man.
humble. Bitch, sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
That piano is fucking evil. It's so evil, so angrily played as well. A song literally telling someone to sit the fuck down and shut up has such a nature to it with Kendrick's tone that feels weirdly chilled. But then the complete opposite with like this aggressive piano beat. It is amazing how this man creates contradictions in himself, in his words, in his lyrics and music. That on one hand you could have Kendrick, and this is what we did before, right? When Kendrick was venting on the earlier tracks and he was literally just being pissed off at a situation, but he's saying it in the most calm way possible. We have it again here. Like Kendrick never just like screams in your damn face, does he? Well, actually, but you know what I mean. This guy, he's not out there just like screaming at you, shut the fuck up, fuck you. Like that's not his energy. He's always that kind of guy who is more like, I imagine Kendrick's the kind of guy who, when there's a confrontation, is like a hand on the shoulder kind of guy, you know, like, hey, what's going on? Like, just relax, chill out. What's the problem here? That's the kind of vibe that he gives off, right? And he gives that off in his music. And even a song like Humble, which is basically him like flexing, but also him, it's weird. Because it's both a flex and not a flex. It's actually fucking genius. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy because on one hand, it is a complete flex, right? Like imagine I'm in a room of trophies, but I'm eating like a peanut butter sandwich. My clothes are all fucked up, which by the way, mine actually are. but forget about that. And it's just like, I don't even know how to properly paint the picture. But essentially you have Kendrick, like, this is a better way to imagine. Imagine he's gone to like, a music award show and there's someone behind him carrying all of his trophies, right? And they're just behind him carrying them, and he's just there in like some like baggy trousers with rips in them, you know. He's just picked up like a Burger King, he's just walking through there with like a Whopper. He's just kind of like walking through, just waving at people, hello, yeah, how you doing, shaking everyone's hand, taking some pictures. And there's just someone that turns up in like a limo, big old like puffer jacket on or something, you know, glasses, shades, crazy hat, $1 million everything, and they just walked out and like, hey, fuck off, I'm not talking to any of you, you peasants, and just like walking through. And Kendrick's just like there, and they've got like one trophy behind them or something, and Kendrick's just like, hey, see this, don't be a dick, you have no reason to be, you not here, when you get here you have no reason to be a dick, you won't ever get here, don't be a dick. All right, that's what it feels like. But that is like, it's a double thing, right? Because on one hand Kendrick's flexing, on the other hand he ain't flexing. He's just being chilled and being humble. My man has figured out a way to break the fucking system. He's figured out a way to flex and be humble at the same time. Scientists have been trying to do this for years. Kendrick did it in a song. Like, how the fuck? How can you show someone your damn trophy and be humble in doing it? Boom. You somehow did it. That's literally what he did. How did I not pick up on that in the first one? That's so amazing. That's fucking hilarious. I actually love that. I love that he literally is able to, in one hand, show off, and in the other hand, just not show off at all. I don't know if anything I've said has made sense, man. Crazy. All right, Lust. There's a group I love, and this opening reminded me of them, and they're called The Heavy. Any of you guys heard of The Heavy? Kendrick would do such an amazing song with them. I reckon a Kendrick Lamar x The Heavy like collab would just go off so hard. They're not that big. They're really good. I recommend checking them out. They do a bunch of songs you guys probably won't know. How You Like Me Now, Short Change Hero.
I need some water. Something came over me. Way too hot to simmer down. Might as well overheat. Too close to comfort. That's blood rush, my favorite vein. Heartbeat racing like a junkie's. I just need you to want me. Am I asking too much?
Oh, fucking hell, man. That is something. That is the best opening so far. That is so good. Holy shit. The way the instrumental comes in like that is nuts. That is crazy. The deck work there is outstanding. The vocal effect on Kendrick's tone here as well. Like that like doubled vocal, that sort of reverb is so good too. Even like the fucking lyrics in the opening. I need some water. And then like the drop there. Fuck me. Fuck me, man. This opening is crazy.
I just need you to want me. Am I asking too much?
Let me put the head in.
Ooh, I don't want more than that. Girl, I respect the cat. I promise just a touch.
Let me put the head in.
Oh, damn.
It's okay. She said it's okay.
Sound like a British artist based on the accent there. This is one of the best instrumentals I have heard, man. It is so bizarre and so fucking eerie and hits so damn good that it sits on this absolutely perfectly. It's crazy. I can't compliment it enough. I fucking love this energy. It is weird and trippy, but holy shit, it works so good.
Wake up in the morning, think about money, kick your feet up. Watch you a comedy, take a shit, then roll some weed up. Go hit you a lick, go fuck on the bitch, don't go to work today. Cop you a fit or maybe some kicks and make it. Wake up in the morning, think about money, kick your feet up. Watch you a comedy, hold up. Wake up in the morning, thinking about money, kick your feet up. Watch you a comedy, take a shit, then roll some weed up. Go hit you a lick, go fuck on the bitch, don't go to work today. Cop you a fit or maybe some kicks and make it work today. Hang with the homies, stun on your baby mama, sip some lean. Go get a pistol, shoot out the window, bet your favorite team. Play you some Madden, go to the club or your mama house. Whatever you're doing, just make it count.
Some water.
Wake up in the morning, thinking about money, kick your feet up.
Fucking hell! My God, man! My God! This instrumental! My number one on this album. Are you kidding me? That switch up there? I was about to pause just to talk about the fucking, almost feels like a callback to Good Kid, Mad City, you know? Talking about like waking up and just like following your lust, following your you know, your other brain, and just chilling with a girl, not going into work, hanging out with your friends, shooting out some stuff, you know, doing some degenerate shit, you know, basically, you know, going out there and just doing some shit that ain't helping anything, ain't helping your life, you know. You're going out there, you're doing some drugs, hanging out with your friends, getting into some trouble together, and all because you decided not to go into work and just follow your dick for a day, right? But then, which felt like a callback to Good Kid, Mad City, which is what I was going to point out, and I wonder if it is or not, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, then, we have this.
Window, bet your favorite team, play you some Madden, go to the club or your mama house, whatever you're doing, just make it count. Some water. Wake up in the morning thinking about money, kick your feet up, hop in the shower, put on your makeup, lace your weave up, touch on yourself, call up your nigga, tell him he ain't shit, credit card scam, get you a visa, make it pay your rent, hop on the ground, flex on the bitches that be hating on you, pop you a pill, call up your bitches, have them waiting on you, go to the club, have you some fun, make that ass bounce, it's whatever, just make it count. Some water. Something.
You know, even the I Need Some Water makes me feel like that could even be like a callback to Good Kid, Mad City, you know? Talking about like dying of thirst and then the I Need Some Water. Because this song addresses so many of those things of dying of thirst and what we saw there with like the addictions. And I feel like this goes back to that so much. Like this honestly feels like a callback to that entire story. This entire album feels like Kendrick looking at that entire situation and realizing that everything happened just because he was following his dick.
Came over me. Way too hot to simmer down. Might as well overheat. Too close to comfort. That's Blood Rush, my favorite thing.
And even that, you know, like too hot to like cool down. I might as well just overheat. Basically, just like thinking you're too far gone. So fuck it, let's just dig deep.
Heartbeat racing like a junkies. I just need you to want me. Am I asking too much?
Let me put the head in.
I don't want more than that. Girl, I respect the cat. I promise just a touch.
Let me put the head in.
If it's okay. She said it's okay.
I wake in the morning, my head spinning from the last night. Both in a trance, feelings are dead, what a fast life. Manager called, the lobby call, it's 11:30. Did this before, promised myself I'd be an hour early. Room full of clothes, bag full of money, call it loose change. Bump on my jewelry, 100K, I lost a new chain. Hop on a bird, hit the next city for another M. Take me a nap, then do it again. We all woke up, trying to tune to the daily news. Looking for confirmation, hoping election wasn't true. All of us worried, all of us buried, and I feel it.
It's just so well done, man. Even the picture he paints of like the waking up the next morning in bed, just like looking around the fucking room. What the fuck has happened? Who the hell's this? What the hell's going on? Where's my chain? Ah, shit, I lost it. I gotta get out of here. I said I was gonna be there early, you know, getting on the plane. You know, probably rubbing your head in the plane, landing in the next city. Someone offers you a drink, take a drink, restart, rinse, and repeat. And then here, I think he said something about like the election. I wonder when this album came out, but he said like hoping that the election results like weren't true. Looking on the news and everything, I'm sort of going through that perspective of all this now.
News, looking for confirmation, hoping election wasn't true. All of us worried, all of us buried in our feelings deep. None of us married to his proposal, make us feel cheap. Stale and sad, distraught and mad, tell a neighbor about it. Bet they agree, parade the streets with your voice proudly. Time passed and things changed, reverting back to our daily program, stuck in our ways. Lust. Lately I feel like I've been lusting over the fame. Lately we lust on the same routine of shame. Lately my lust been heightened. Lately it's all contradiction. Lately I'm not here. Lately I lust over self. Lust turn into fear. Lately in James 4:4 says friend of the world is enemy.
Once again, this man switching up the paradigm, changing how I'm looking at the song by changing the way he's talking about lust. Fucking brilliant. Literally fucking brilliant, man. Here I am just talking about like lusting after a girl, right? In this situation, multiple or whatever, right? And then he talks about how he's feeling about lust and how he's looking at it, how he's contemplating it and comprehending it. And then talking about lusting for himself, does he say at some point?
Lust turn into fear. Lately in James 4:4 says friend of the world is enemy of the Lord. Brace yourself. Lust is all yours.
Some water. Something came over me.
Oh,
way too hot to simmer down. Might as well overheat. Too close to comfort. That's Blood Rush, my favorite thing. Heartbeat racing like a junkies. I just need you to want me. Am I asking too much?
Let me put the head in.
I don't want more than that. Girl, I respect the cat. I promise just a touch.
Let me put the head in.
is that line, girl, I respect the cat?
She said it's okay.
We've got love now. Last love. Oh, fuck me, man. I feel like I was just taken on a damn journey with that one. Like, literally. Jesus Christ, man. That instrumental was some of my favorite instrumental I've heard on a Kendrick track, not just on this album. I loved how that song had been produced. I love the pickup on the beat, the introduction, the reintroduction to the snare drum as well, as it sort of came over that sound that was just carrying us through this track. It was done so nicely. It clicked so well. It sounded so good. Oh, goddamn, this album. This album is definitely his mellowest so far, which is crazy considering every album has felt mellow. But the only song, there was 2 songs, I'd say like DNA and Humble, the only ones that sort of really like picked up the energy. Other than that, we're on a chilled vibe of a journey throughout all of Damn. And it is insane that this album has that kind of energy when you consider the topics of the album, right? When you consider the topics of the songs, talking about like his inner mind workings, how he's like struggling with different kind of things he's trying to overcome, as well as situations around him, people in his life that he's not sure about, and then like even like talking about like the election results and that sort of stuff. Basically talking about shit that's under his skin, but doing it in such a way that it just feels unplugged and detached and mellow. And it's crazy how he's able to do that. It's crazy how anybody's able to do that. Anyone I know who's pissed off or angry never goes, hey, by the way, I'm a bit upset, I'm angry at what you did. Like, having that kind of composition is crazy, to then write music like it and perform it as well. And Lust, the entire song felt like it was just him. Like, at the beginning, it felt like a callback to Good Kid, Mad City. Then it just felt like we were on a journey with Kendrick, as he's talking about lusting after these different things, going to different cities and repeating the same cycle, right? And lust being this, like, driving force. But then flipping on his head again and saying, like, lust could literally not be lusting after a person. It could be lusting after something, right? It's lusting. It's that want, that desire, and that pull. You know, almost like an addiction. Looking at lust like it's an addiction. And not just, again, lust for a person. Lust in general, like that desire, that pull, and looking at that as an addiction. And that kind of ties back into the drug talk that we had in the first verse, right? Absolutely incredible. Brilliantly well done. Makes you think. Such a great track. And probably one of my favorite tracks that I've heard from Kendrick. Fantastic. My word, I've really loved these ones. These have been so good. Ironic that I'm saying the word love when love.
Down.
Love or lust?
Down. All of us.
Give me a run for my money. There is nobody, no one that run me. Another world premiere. So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, living lovely. She's lovely.
I wanna be with you. Hey, I wanna be with. I wanna be with you. Hey, I wanna be with.
One thing I've noticed, and Love has had the same thing. When he was talking about lust, he was saying he just wanted you to want me. That was one of the lines. I just want you to want me. And here, it's I want you to love me. It's interesting that that is the way it's worded.
I wanna be with you.
Me, just love me.
If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still?
Lovely,
If I'm in my mind at work, would you still?
lovely,
Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to.
lovely.
Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing. Hey,
I think that's where the insecurities come into it, because most love songs, you would usually be like, I love you, you're amazing, you're beautiful, I love you. But with this, it's, I want you to still love me. Would you still love me if blank X, Y, and Z? Would you still love me? And it's interesting that that's the way it's done, because that ties back to the insecurities that have been mentioned on a couple of songs as well, and that kind of feeling as well, that kind of fear.
I got something. Hold up, we gon' function. Ay, no assumption. Ay, feeling like Tyson with it. Knock it out twice, I'm with it. Only for the night, I'm kidding. Only for life, yeah, only for life, yeah, only for life, let's get it. Hit that shoulder lean. I know what coming over me. Backstroke overseas. I know what you need. Already on 10, all money come in. All feeling go out, this feeling don't drought, this party won't end. If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still? Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to. Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing.
Run for my money. There is nobody, no one that run me.
Even though the song has words and lyrics and that sort of even though the song is worded the way it's worded, it's still at its core, it's just a love song. And I really like that. It is, you know? It's like, especially the last line there that we got from Kendrick, you know? Without this person, they got nothing.
There is nobody, no one that run me.
There's nobody else.
So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, living lovely. She's lovely.
I wanna be with you. Ay, I wanna be with. I wanna be with you. Ay, I wanna be with. I wanna be with you.
Just love me.
I'm on the way. We ain't got no time to waste. Poppin' your gum on the way. Am I in the way? I don't want pressure, you none. I want your blessing today. Oh, by the way, open the door by the way. Told you that I'm on the way. I'm on the way. I know connection is vague. Pick up the phone for me, babe. Damn it, we jamming. That had a two for your nanny. Curve.
Was that an accent switch up there as well? Am I mishearing things? Honestly, I'm just vibing with this one. I'm really liking it. I'm liking the lyrics. I'm sort of lost in it. I'm liking the style. I really like the other vocalist as well. They've got a really nice tone. I'm kind of just feeling them. I'm kind of just feeling it. After the deeper sort of one that we had on the last track, I'm kind of just vibing.
By the way, open the door by the way. Told you that I'm on the way. I'm on the way. I know connection is vague. Pick up the phone for me, babe. Damn it, we jamming. That had a two for your nanny. Curving your hip from your mammy. Remember Gardena? I took the studio camera. I know Top go be mad at me. I had to do it. I want your body, your music. I bought the big one to prove it. Look what you made. Told you that I'm on the way. I'm like an exit away. Yep. If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still
I like that. I'm an exit away. You know, this image of him just driving down a highway or something like that. I'm on my way. Open the door. I'm on my way. I'll be right there in a second. Don't go anywhere. I'm on my way. Again, kind of feels like that insecurity sort of thing, you know? It's like, I'm coming. Open the doorway on the end of the street. I'm on my way. I'm coming. I'm going to be there in 2 seconds.
If I'm in my mind at work, would you still keep it 100? I'd rather you trust me than to keep it a whole 100. Don't got you, I got nothing.
Run for my money. There is nobody, no one that'll run me.
I don't got you, I got nothing.
So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, living lovely.
One thing, man. There's one thing that I keep thinking whenever I listen to these songs. One thing.
I wanna be with you. Ay, I wanna be with. I wanna be with you. Ay, I wanna be with. I wanna be with you.
Just love me.
Interesting that we had Lust before this one, and Lust was literally talking about, you know, lusting, flying from city to city, wanting different women, doing different things, getting into trouble, looking at the past and that sort of stuff, repeating these cycles, having that addictions, and getting up to trouble, right? And yeah, you know, having different women, different hotel rooms and that sort of stuff, right? And that's what Lust was like. And then we roll from Lust into Love, and it just feels like, nah, you're the one, I love you, you're the person I need. Would you still love me even with all my faults? Without you, I don't have anything. I'm on my way. And the I'm on my way almost feels like this reassurance that, like, don't worry, I'm going to be there for you. You know, not so much like a physical thing as it is like, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to be the person you need. Will you still love me? I'm going to try. I'm going to make that effort. I'm on my way. Like, that's what it felt like, right? And the thing I was saying, the one thing I keep thinking about is the line in the diss track, you know, I make music that electrify them, you make music that pacify them. And I truly just feel like Kendrick makes music that damn pacifies me. But not in some way like that reference, but I constantly think about that because this guy does both. My brain gets stimulated. I find myself sitting in this chair thinking about a million different things, trying to work out what he's saying in the best possible way. Like, naturally so, right? Not sitting there on genius lyrics and going through every single bar, picking apart everything. Like, just sitting here and interpreting it as like just a listener would, you know? As a fan would, as anyone would, buying the album, right? If I bought the album and sat down and put it in like Kendrick released a new album, I go out and buy a CD, put it on and sit there. I'm not going to be like going through like every lyric while I'm listening to the album. That's not how I want to listen to music, right? That's why when I do these reactions, I don't bring up genius on the first listens. It's because I want to feel the song, right? And that's what he does. He does that in such a natural way that electrifies your brain and makes you want to like learn more, makes you want to analyze, makes you want to pick these things up, right? But at the same time, I'm pacified, I'm chilled, I'm mellow, I feel completely relaxed. And I'll have someone telling me their deepest, darkest shit, but making me feel like I'm at a spa listening to it. Doesn't make any sense. But Kendrick pulls that off. And that's what this whole album's been like. It is a therapeutic opening of this man's mind, but also not in a positive way, you know? It's him dealing with his own issues, his own complications, looking at himself, but also looking at those people around him. And we've seen it with so many of these songs. And it just feels like this is him reaching a hurdle, a point in his life, and trying to climb over it. And he's having to understand everything he was before this moment, everything he is at this moment. He's having to like properly understand it all, self-analyze before he can move forward. That's what this feels like. That's why we have songs like Lust, where he's literally talking about, you know, how like all these things he's up to, all this shit he's up to, and then we move on to songs like Love, you know? It's the contradictions. It is the two different sides of a coin. The two different paths he can take. There is this person that means a lot to him and he wants to be with them, and they're everything to him. And then there is his dick talking, trying to send him down this road. And it is contradictions. It is that trying to be that better person, you know? That person he wants to be. And I love that. And this whole album has been like that. And I love that about this album. Geniusly well written, amazingly well designed, and the entire soundtrack has been outstanding. You could take Kendrick's voice out of half of these songs and they would still be incredible to listen to. And that's insane to say, but it's true. The level of detail and effort and producing and composition and arrangement that has gone into the instrumental behind every single one of these tracks is mind-blowing. And that alone is outstanding. Then you add Kendrick's voice, different tone switches, and amazing lyrical genius and personal and intimate touches to each and every single song. You have something that can only be described as another masterpiece. I truly understand why people call him the greatest of all time in their opinions. This man is incredible. There is no one like him in the scene. I've never listened to music like him, and every album I've listened to has just been a masterpiece in its own right. It is amazing. And Damn is just proven to be another incredible journey that we're on. What an awesome batch of songs. I cannot wait to wrap this one up with you guys on Wednesday. And I hope you're enjoying these album reactions. What are we checking out after? You guys told me to do an album deep dive, so let me know which one's the best. And maybe we'll do that one on Saturday then in a week's time. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome freaking evening. If you enjoy these reactions, please support them by pressing that like button and subscribe button. It really does help. So if you are enjoying them, please do that. And have an amazing day. That's it from me, my friends. As always, you right there will see me in the next video.